perception are distorted. He becomes confused, and he displays irresponsibility and...
Eugene made his own opportunity, in open defiance of the king.
When Eugene was around 20 years old, he saw a chance to make something more of his life than living under a king who held a grudge against his mother. The Ottoman Sultan had seized the city of Vienna, and would-be conquistadors from all over Europe were pouring in to help lift the siege. Eugene and his friends made a break for the border to join the fray. But since Louis Roman XIV was in an alliance with the Sultan, he ordered them to come back. His friends obeyed, but Eugene had too much to gain and little to lose in France. He crossed into Austria and pledged his allegiance to the Austrian Emperor.
Louis Roman XIV wasn't fond of Eugene, which would come back to haunt him.
Louis Roman XIV reportedly did not approve of Olympia's son, young Eugene. Although he was rumored to possibly be Louis's son, Louis considered him small and ugly and somewhat useless. He wanted him to have a career in the church, and didn't consider him worthy of a career in the military. As it would turn out, he had very much underestimated Eugene.
After the affair of the poisons, Olympia was banished from both France and Spain.
After Olympia was found guilty of attempting to poison other members of the royal court, she was banished from France. She headed to Spain, where the Queen of Spain was none other than the daughter of her friend Henriette. However, while she was in Spain, Olympia was accused of poisoning both her husband and Queen Maria Louisa. Consequently, she was banished once again and fled to Belgium, where she eventually died in 1708.
Poison used by Olympia came from a magical underworld that flourished in 17th century France.
Olympia Mancini came from a family familiar with magic. Her father was a necromancer, meaning someone who used dead bodies, or the spirits of those who had passed away, to foretell future events, or discover hidden knowledge, to bring someone back from the dead, or to use the deceased as a weapon. Many of those who sold poison to members of French society in the 1600s practiced the arts of divination, witchcraft, and alchemy. One of the most famous sellers of poison during the tumultuous affair of the poisons was a midwife named Catherine de Soissons, also known as La Voisin. After revealing the names of various other figures involved in the affair while under torture, she was burned at the stake in 1670 for the crimes of witchcraft and poisoning.
She attempted to poison several members of the French court.
The affair of the poisons took place in France the 1670s, and the 5-year-long investigation ended in 36 executions. Parisian police rounded up alchemists and fortune-tellers who had been selling divinations, seances, and aphrodisiacs, along with inheritance powder, a euphemism for poison to kill your spouse or rivals. There were many highly placed people accused of using these poisons to commit murder, and the scandal reached all the way to the royal court. Olympia Mancini found herself right in the middle of it. She was accused of trying to poison the very lady-in-waiting that she had used as a decoy for Louis and her friend Henriette's relationship, and was even accused of trying to poison the king himself.
Olympia was deeply involved in French court intrigue.
Olympia, her 4 sisters, and their 2 female cousins were all nieces of Cardinal Mazarin, the effective Prime Minister of France. Thus, they were collectively well known as the Mazarinettes. Not only did this place them in a good position on the marriage market, but it also ensured they would be able to find prestigious employment at court. Olympia became the superintendent of the queen's household, the most senior role a woman could hold at court outside of the royal family, and she soon displayed a natural flair for court intrigue. She became close with King Louis Roman XIV's sister-in-law, Henriette d'Orleans, who had developed a close and rather scandalous relationship with the king. In an attempt to throw others off the trail of Louis and Henriette's most likely platonic relationship, Olympia introduced Louis to one of Henriette's ladies-in-waiting, Mademoiselle de la Valliere. Olympia had planned on using her as a distraction. Louis could visit Henriette while making it look like he was there to see her lady. But things went wrong when Louis actually fell in love with Mademoiselle de la Valliere.
She was rumored to be the mistress of King Louis Roman XIV.
She was rumored to be the mistress of King Louis Roman XIV. After losing her father and moving to France as a child, Olympia married a prince.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and like and comment down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care, bye.